Hello, fellow compatriots. This is your host, Tributron here, and today we are going to be making some G2 skull villains, at least one's based off of the concept art that I have collected over the years. Now, I've been busy working on a new toy line, and so we're going to be working with stud.io. For this stream. Yes, that's right. We're going to be working with stud.io. Link's production says, yo, finally made it to a stream. HA Arts also says, yo, hey, how's it going? Glad you all are doing well. And yeah, we're going to be making some skull villains. I've been meaning to make some skull villains, so we're actually going to be doing that. So let me go ahead and get Studio open. Here we are. It is good to go. And let me shrink this down so that I can read you guys in a little stream here. There we go. And we're gonna open up Studio. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see it pretty well. Okay, Link says sounds fun. That's good. And yeah, everything is working. That is good. And we're gonna adjust this. You're gonna need to get another monitor, because this will be a lot more easier if I had another monitor so I can look at chat and talk with all of you. But first things first, we need to decide which concept art to go with. And I noticed there was like a Snake Boyo skull villain, so we might try that one. I'm gonna have to look it up. So while I do that, I will just like to announce that I am working on an actual set for Ascending Depths. It's going to be a sub-theme called Memory. And it will be available on ascendingdepths.etsy.com. Be sure to go ahead and check that out. Yeah, I am. Because G2 parts are very expensive in the aftermarket, so what better way than to do it via Studio, where you can just change the colors and what have you. And I think, let me see if I can find the Snake Boyo. Yeah, I found him. Okay, I found Snake Boyo. Oh. Yo, it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise in how I'm going to be making it. But first, we're going to need to get some parts here. I'm going to start off with the... Usually when I build a mug, I like to start with the torso, and everything goes from there. So we're going to go ahead and straight into that with a G2 gearbox. So we're going to go straight into the Technic category. And get right on that. Udron Micro says, I thought about building more mugs with the GW piece out, but with Mixel Eyes. Oh, you know what? Mixel Eyes unironically work pretty well for Bionicle, surprisingly. Ever since Skrunkle Tahu or Classic Tahu, for some whatever reason, the eyes just give it so much energy and life to anything that you're really building, which is, I think, why when I made like Voodoo Man, the Boneheads version of Makuta, he turned out very well, especially with the play feature with the walking. And I think if you make a Bionicle out of bricks with Mixel Eyes, and it has a funny little play feature, it gives it so much life. It gives it a lot of life. You have no idea. And I think That's one of the best things about it. And we're gonna do something weird. We're gonna actually have this torso upside down. We're gonna be doing a unique play feature with an upside down gearbox. And you're probably wondering, wait, Trebitron, why are you gonna put it upside down? What's the point? And you will find out the point soon enough. And we're gonna color this guy up eventually. But there was this like one play feature that it did in the past that actually turned out pretty good. So I'm gonna just get these and get the connectors, which should be popping up, which is right over here. And we're just gonna do the one arm. We're gonna do the one arm. We're gonna do a one arm thing with this guy. So I'm gonna need to get a lift arm with a pin, and that should be over here, yeah. And it's just all white. And Link's production says Skrunkle, classic, nah. I prefer to call him Goober Tahu. Goober, that is actually a really good name. I like that. I like Goober. Oh my gosh, Goober is so, I unironically like that a lot. And we're gonna do this. I have a habit of just putting it the other way because that's how like a lot of how you would usually make a torso. But I'm doing it a little bit different with this guy. Lately, I've been liking putting the 2015 gearboxes upside down. Ever since I did the Kodak and Godak mocks, for whatever reason, it just feels natural to just have it with the with that. I just don't know why. It just works. It just works, guys. It just works. So we're gonna get number 4 here, and we're gonna get a number. Oh yeah, we're gonna need multiple number 4s. All right, so we're gonna start coloring these. I'm gonna get some grays going on here. I think dark bluish gray will work. Oh, actually no, it's boom, boom. And Link says whipping tail, striking fixture, all the possibilities. Honestly, there is so many possibilities. Udron says, I do agree, but I think we need a variety of eye play. It's like not just a cartoony googly eyes, but like with detailed pupils or eyes that look clearly irritated. Like maybe still cartoony, but in a slightly different style. It could. Some of the charm is with the cartoonish aspect because you can't take it too seriously. But if you do add like something cartoonish, then it does have to. If you want to put a more serious aspect, I would think the best art style to go off of, if I were to pick an art style for eyes, would actually be Transformers Animated. Because it's an eye style that you can take like very seriously and it can look menacing, but it still has that cartoonish feel. There's a bit of exaggeration. And I think that would work for Bionicle very much so. If it had that exaggerated aspect to it. Oh, and I need to actually get a 3 length over here. Oh, come on. You can work with me. Thank you. And we're gonna paint you reddish brown. I think it was reddish brown, wasn't it? Yeah, it definitely is reddish brown. There we go. I think that will work better. Link says, if you do the thing and you don't F it up, it works. It just works. Exactly. Don't fix what ain't broken, in my opinion. That's my stance on it, because I see nothing wrong with the Mixel eyes. Not saying that you see something wrong with it, you just want it to feel more like Bionicle, but there will come to a point where it looks less like a Mixel eye and more like something out of Minogue. And Minogue is still like very serious. Like, it's in a digital like 2D type of art styling, but is still something where it's like, oh, this is definitely something to take seriously, and not as something that's like, ooh, this is a something that looks fun and quirky. You know, it still has the serious tones. It needs to have some balance, which is the most important thing. Oh, actually, I can use this funny little guy. There we go. And we can paint it in the light bluish gray. You Draw Micro says, I don't necessarily mean more serious, but rather like cartoony in a different way. Like, instead of the cuteness cartoony or freaky cartoony, it's like Mickey Mouse versus SpongeBob. Oh, okay. I was thinking like cell shaded eyes, where like you got like the lighter pink pupil with the darker pink pupil for like Tahu's eyes, or Peridot green with the line in Liwa's eyes type of deal. But now that you specified, that actually makes a lot of sense. I was thinking more in like biomechanical, because I had the idea of Bionicle in my head, and so I immediately start thinking with the cell shaded eyes. That was that's on me. That's on me for thinking that. That is very much on me. And yeah, I think we can put this lovely fellow right in here. And then we Control C, Control V, and we are gonna rotate this guy 45 degrees. Why does it say 270? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So then the 25 degrees less? No. There we go. That's close enough. That's close enough. I will never... I just wish the angles were... Why is that clipping? That is actually clipping. Hold on, let me turn on collision. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want... I don't want any collision when building this thing. Come on me, come on. Okay, and we gotta... Oh, of course. Of course. Why? Okay, turn off collision. Turn off collision, and we'll just rotate this a little bit. It rotates the whole thing. This bothers me. This actually bothers me. This actually bothers me a lot. Okay, I just want to rotate you just a little bit. There we go. Now go. Oh, it still bothers me. It bothers me. No. There we go. That is what I want. That actually looks better. Huh. At long last. It looks proper now. I can rest easy. I can rest no, you're not coming. Hey, wait a minute. Before I put it in, I should. Okay, that at least that doesn't have collision issues. And turn on collision. Everything is peachy. There we go. That actually looks decent. I actually like that. Very much so. And we are going to just shove this right in there. And that is not rotated all the way. It got the math wrong. They got the math wrong. Apparently, 295 degrees is not enough. All right. Link says, "Who knew making things was hard, especially when you have school, and making things is one of the few things that keeps you sane. I hate high school." Says Lynx. Well, you know, it depends on the context. It depends on the context. For me personally, back in high school, it wasn't necessarily difficult. But it was definitely something that I didn't find as easy, especially when you didn't have a lot of peers to look up to. Because when I was going to school, it was like very difficult for me, mainly because like a lot of teachers thought I was a troublemaker, which is hard to believe. I know, it's hard to imagine. Wait, what? Trib, a troublemaker? Never. Could never imagine that. Well, it was a thing. It was a thing that existed. And it was difficult to try to get that GED, especially when they kept saying, "Hey, Trib, you didn't show up to class." Actually, no, he was in class the entire time. Matter of fact, he was the first in class, says the teacher that was there at the day. Even though, like, the office would say something else just to make it look like I was a troublemaker. And let me tell you, my mom was furious. She would not have that at all. You know, public schools is a can of worms that can either support you greatly if you are in a football team or any sports team, or they will relentlessly pummel you down time and time again. Unless if you're actually in a good public school, then like you have no worries at that point. You're like, oh, I'm set, I'm good to go. But for the average student, oh man, terrible, absolutely terrible. You know, that's why you need to study hard, you know, get that better education, you know, so that you can improve yourself to be a better person. And yeah, that still works. That still works. I want it there. The friction. I was thinking of putting the neck here because it's hunched, but it's better if it's like over on this side. I can put the neck on there when I go ahead and build it. And put that there, and Now I rotate that. Give me one moment, please, my fellow compatriots. All right, fellow compatriots, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so I also heard rumors that Bionicle might be coming back. But I am not too sure if those rumors are actually legitimate, because we've been talking about G3 for ever since like 2018. Matter of fact, maybe even sooner, ever since like 2017. Let's be real. Ever since like G2 ended, I think the talk of G3 rather. I don't know why I said GT. I think I've been watching too much Dragon Ball. But G3 has always been a big discussion, and I'm not just sure if it's out of hope that it will return, but considering the climate for if there will be a G3, Lego at its current state, it's so big. It's big, but not big enough to facilitate for like a new theme, like Bionicle. At least not just yet. Because mainly, like, the market, it's not there. The market is too small. It is very small compared to just like, hey, I got a Lego that looks like this. That is Lego as current state right now. Imagine like Batman, but now he's Lego. Imagine a Marvel, now he's now they are all Lego. Star Wars is Lego, and it's always pop culture. That is what Lego is living off of right now, and the current pop culture climate is either like K-pop or new musicians, artists, or streaming services. You know, what's the biggest new show at the time, and let's go ahead and make minifigures as accurate as possible to those characters. And there is nothing like even close to like something like Bionicle for audiences or the people today to grip onto as tightly, because like the market is just barely there. It's barely existent. You know, unfortunately. That is unfortunately the case. It's just not there. And maybe Bionicle will come back, but I have no idea. Link says, oops, trip's gone. Time to cause mayhem. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure, Links. Sure, Links, you weren't doing anything. Links also says, I just want CCBS back. I don't blame you. CCBS is a nice building system, but it can be limited in some aspects. But I think the only limiting thing about it is like colors. Because the building system is good. It's really good. But looking deeper into it, I think that just the main thing is that, like, not a lot of colors. To go ahead and make a character whatever you want it to be. And the sizes for each color. Like, if there was a more diverse selection of, like, what you could build, that would be very nice. That would be very nice, and I would actually like that a lot. Link says next will be goddamn Lego NFTs or something like that. I don't think it will be NFTs. Nobody likes NFTs. The closest thing we got to NFTs was Lego Video. And that did not survive because Lego is trying really hard to push for the digital aspect with Lego, because Lego is a very physical thing that you need to play with. So incorporating electronics into that is like the closest they'll be able to get to blending the two together. And I don't think anything blended better than Hidden Side and also Bionicle, because it was a multimedia franchise. It's a media franchise, so it could work if you put like games such as Flash games and stuff like that in the forefront, especially if you do apps. I know like Lego tried doing Bionicle apps in the past, but some of them are very hit and miss. So I'm not too sure if that will even work in the grand scheme of things if Lego were to do that. But yeah, that's one of the main things, guys. That's the main thing, in my opinion. And we're gonna grab this piece. And then this piece. There we go. Because I have an idea for the neck. Oh, me. Okay. Udron says, imagine mod contest where you would build Bionicle mods out of non-Bionicle sets. Yes, system included. All thanks to Skrunky and GWP Tahu. Link says, that sounds fun. I wish they came out with some more Hidden Side. It was cool. I agree. Hidden Side was cool. And also, like, if Lego were to go ahead and make some Bionicle with like non Bionicle adjacent sets, you know, instead of like your typical buildable figure, you know, you're making a Bionicle with just parts. Like some people do that with the Lego Technic vehicles. I do notice that with the Lego Technic vehicles. Like, oh no, I do not want that. Yes, I want, no, that has to be red. We'll have this be black and then this be black. Why? Because honestly, no. Actually, yes, that will be black. That will be black. I'm trying to style it in a way where it feels like an actual set. This build. So I'm using as few pieces as possible to make it look more set-like the Snake Boy as I make the Snake Boy. And that would be 1, 2. And I need to look at the picture again. I need to look at the picture of this guy. He has a long neck. So I know exactly what bone piece to use. And it's a Glatorian neck, which might actually just be in the buildable figure section, if I'll be honest. Oh, they have Okay, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save that for later because I know I'm gonna be looking for it and be like, I need it. So, another thing, like, oh, Link says off topic, but are you hyped for the FNAF movie? I am, very much am. I have been a big fan of FNAF. As a matter of fact, some of my first YouTube videos was FNAF. I would do Bionicle meets FNAF. I did the Foxy song, which is still popping off to this day. I've reached like 200 and like 12K views on that. I think it's at 300K right now, actually. It just keeps going up. Now, I've been tempted to do more Bionicle meets FNAF since I haven't done that in years. But it's definitely something that I'm considering about doing because it's fun. I like it a lot. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that the FNAF movie is going to be taking place in a different timeline that's separate from the games or novels. It takes place in its own little fiction, which I do appreciate a lot because, like, I know a lot about the lore, about the Mimic and Henry, you know, and his son and all that jazz. Like, I don't want to relive that again because I already know how it went. But you know, I'm just glad that it's going to be taking place in a new setting, a new world. I'm surprised that we're going to be seeing Springtrap around the same time as the FNAF animatronics from the first game, though, because Afton did not like go into the Springlock suit and get trapped in it until long after the establishment, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, closed down. And just to break down the old animatronics, I find that weird that we're seeing him. And it doesn't look too rotten or anything like that. Like, the costume just looks old, so he might not be even a corpse in there yet. He might just be a dude in the costume, you know, and it's just old. Which means we could see him springlock himself in the movie, which I will be surprised if they do that because Scott Coffin and Steel Wool has been really tongue-in-cheek and making sure, like, all these animatronic stuff feel kiddie. You know, that they're like, oh, don't worry, it's just a funny guy. It's just a funny guy, guys. Don't worry, you know, there's no knives, Vanny. Oh, no, Vanny's not gonna have a knife, guys. No, that's too scary. We can't have knives for the bunny character. So I'm glad that they're hankering in, but it still kind of feels kiddish, especially with the props. I would like it if it felt more grotesque and serious, but without the stylistic choice of the animatronics, I'm not expecting something like Juniors, that one game where everything seemed a lot more, how should I say? It seemed a lot more, serious, more gritty. I would say gritty. I think gritty is a good word. So I'm glad they're faithful to the game with how the animatronics look, especially for the first game. But I'm not too sure what direction they're gonna go. Now, it's made by the same people that did Megan, and I love Megan. That was an awesome film. Highly recommend you guys watch Megan. Megan is good. That's M3GAN. Because that is a really good movie. And I mean a really good movie. Wait a minute, that doesn't... No, that doesn't feel right. Dark tan? No, that's not right either. What color was this axle? Hold on, let me change the filter. Oh, okay, so it does come in reddish brown. Okay. That's all I wanted to know. Let's turn that off. That we know. I want to keep it to some colors that actually do exist. And we got that right there. So I will make that a thing. Okay. Link says, oh god, the Foxy song. How that gave me flashbacks. Will you be going just casual, or formal, optional, or cosplay awesome? I might actually cosplay. If I were to cosplay, I will probably just dress up as Michael's brother. Just put on the Foxy mask. And whenever I see a kid, I'll just chuck him into Fredbear. Chucking kids sent the bite of 87. Link says Steve Raglan, Afton's cover-up name. Spring Luxing gonna be lit. I like to think William just used his bare hands. And we do in fact see Peepaw Willie use a knife. I am glad that he's using a knife. I honestly am. Assuming Hollywood would make a Bionicle movie, how do you think they would ruin it? Okay. I'm gonna be going as Michael. I'm gonna be going as gonna look like Michael Afton wearing the Foxy mask. You know, the guy that threw the crying child into the jaws of Fredbear in FNAF 4. Do you remember that with the nightmare animatronics? Yes, yes, Mike. I'm going as Mike. I'm gonna get the striped shirt and everything. Udron Micro says, assuming Hollywood would make a Bionicle movie, how do you think they would ruin it? They're gonna use a lot of let's see here. We need to decide who's gonna be directing it. Who do you think would direct a Bionicle movie, guys? We need to think of a few people. James Cameron, he would go for the hyper-realistic route. Hyper-realistic all the way. And it would look really cool. But it's going to be very grandiose. Like, look at Metro Nui. Look how majestic everything is. But if it's like something as simple as like Zack Snyder, very gritty, very dark. I've been seeing the new creator movie that he's been working on. I've been seeing teasers of what Snyder has been doing with that. And if Snyder were to do a Bionicle movie, I don't know how I would feel. I might just feel disappointed, you know? I might just feel disappointed. Link says, they wouldn't cast Elcha as Liwa. Worst sin of them all. Basically, Weasel, yes, this is the first time I've watched one of your streams live. Hey, hello, basically Weasel. Oh, welcome to the show. We are going to be making some Bionicle. And I realized that this guy still needs to have his noodle. He's still... I'm not too sure how I'm going to do the snake lower half, but I got an idea for this part over here. So that is secure. Got 2 pin. We're going to do the 3 pin actually. We're going to do the 3 pin action. I think that will work. I'd assume that no matter which director they come from, if they come from Hollywood, they would shoehorn human characters into it. The human characters will be the great beings. It will take place on Barra Magna. It's gonna look like Dune ripoff. If Dune met up with oh gosh, it would look like a Dune ripoff movie immediately. You know, it's gonna have a killer soundtrack, very grandiose. And it's gonna have some Lord of the Rings vibe, looking for the Mask of Life as they're trying to defeat Morendar or what have you. I don't want to think about it. I do not want to think about it. That's terrible. That is terrible. Why? Why? Oh gosh. I did not want to think about that, but you made me think about that. I don't know how I feel about that now. I don't know how to feel. I am traumatized. Okay, so we need... We're gonna have to do something interesting with this. We really are. So yeah, we're gonna have to. Because it has to have a tapering from the torso to there, and the only way I can do that is with the shells. So we're gonna decide what shells to use. I think these ones look good. Oh, they have axle connect. Oh, that's... Oh, yes. Okay, where's the other half, though? I know. Am I missing it? That's completely different. Oh, there it is. I found it. Yes. That makes it a whole lot easier, actually. Hold on. Let me just casually just scroll through all of this as I go ahead and grab myself some axles. Just has to be the small little... Wait a minute. Control C, Control V. There we go. We got an axle now. And I should have that one part here somewhere. Okay. Link says they most definitely would. Udraw Micro says, sometimes I've imagined how Bionicle movie would look back if it was made in old style of Disney animation, like 2D animation musical, and imagining Vizon having a villain song. You know, honestly, a Disney-styled Bionicle movie might actually work pretty well, because there was this one meme that I saw where, like, Vezin was just singing that one song from Princess and the Frog, where he starts off saying, "Come on, boys, will you shake this poor sinner's hand?" And then the song starts building up, and then he starts being like, "Are you ready? Are you ready? Welcome to Transformation Central," or something like that. It is the funniest thing I've seen in a good while. I just love that meme format. It started off blowing up because of this one guy on TikTok, and it's been bleeding all over social media ever since. Like, the creator I'm talking about can be very animatic with his editing skills. Like, he literally looks like a cartoon character come to life. Like, the last thing, like, literally so cartoonish that if Germa and him were in the same room, the universe itself would cease to exist. Because that too much cartoon cannot exist in the same light, in my personal opinion. And where is that plate? I'm looking for it, but I keep missing it. And the fact that I had to scroll all over just to... It would be over in the plates and stuff. It should be. Like, over here, like, these flat pieces, there's like a triangle one that I'm looking at. Trying to look for, but I keep passing it. And the triangle one... I'm gonna have to look up the part number. I came in, I'm gonna look up the Nevox set. I'm gonna look it up. And while I look it up, let me look at chat real quick. Link says, "That sounds magical. Dr. Facile, I think that's how you spell his name." Yeah, I think it is, Dr. Facile. I hope I read that correctly. Let me go to Bricklink so that I can search the part number. Trogaduma and Nevok. There we go. Now I should... Alright. 179 parts. Let's go. Let's go, baby! This is what we're waiting for. This is what it's all about. Woohoo! Alright, guys. It's 2905. Let's see how much it's put in the moist meter. Looks like we found the part right away. As a matter of fact, it was the first one listed. That is, in fact, very moist. I will put it as a 10 out of 10 of moistureness. Dr. Facile fits more a character like Metis, even if Metis doesn't have any powers, mostly due to their personalities. They're both scheming and smart. Vezin is more erratic and impulsive. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Metis would be a good fit. Metis would actually be a good fit. I can see that be a thing. And let me scroll down and go to the pin. That's too far down. And let's get those pins on the go. I've been on stud.io for so long that now I know where everything is. To an extent. Is that a bad thing? No, but it is concerning. Boom. And boom. And we're gonna replace this and just Control C, Control V. Oh. Come on. Work with me, computer. You can... I just rotated the pin. I didn't even put it the right way. I am so smart. You know, my genius has no bounds. You cannot comprehend it. I'm just so smart. Just so smart, guys. You have no idea how smart I am. Just so smart. And then we go ahead and put that there and put that. Oh, come on. Come on, work with me. Work with me. We're trying to make a snake boy. And I will make my snake boy. And he will be amazing in every sense of the word. There we go. There we go. And now he's gonna need to have the chest, the part. And you're probably wondering what part, Tributron. What part are you talking about? I'm talking about the part, the most important part a character can have. And after I find Snake Boy again, I need to find a picture of him, so that I can color correct precisely. Okay, he's mostly... Okay, so... This actually can be translucent red. We're gonna... turn off available colors. Yeah, turn it off. We're gonna go ahead and do something pretty delicious with this guy. Because orange is... Okay, looks like it needs to glow. So... a luminous orange and a luminous orange. Now that is gonna look pretty good. And then we go ahead to go down to buildable figure, which should be way down over here. Actually, I need to get the category. Hold on. Come on, render quicker. Yeah, I made it go too fast. What a moist impression. I am trying to find the ribs, Lynx. I am trying to find the ribs. It is not an easy feat. Also, what is this piece? What is this piece? What? Okay. It's a weird piece. I'm gonna keep it. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but that is a weird piece. Where's buildable figures? I need the buildable figures. I just grabbed a random piece. Oh, there it is. Bionicle. There we go. There we go. Eudron says something else. What if Pterodax was never a main villain in 2004 to 2005, but the Shadow one? And if that would have been the case, do you think Sandtrack could have had a character arc? Very much so. Sandtrack was like pushed to the side very early. His introduction was short, though it was interesting considering how he was like created. And I wish we got more light on that character. Even like Voparak didn't get that much time to shine. Like, he was definitely like the big bad, and he was just there for the most part just to like show how powerful he is. But we didn't necessarily know much of his motives. We don't know why he was so loyal with the Shadowed One, considering how powerful he was. He could just age the Shadowed One like almost instantaneously. Like, if he was like something similar to that of I would say Colta, the skull grinder. And I'm not saying that because I have the ribcage here. But, like, if it was, like, something of that dynamic where he's like, oh, he's obviously working for this guy, but now that he has the most powerful massive existence, he could just rule everybody, you know? That it's very cliche, yes. But it would have been nice to see if we didn't get much of anything else from Voparak. There we go. And now we get to extend this out to be more of a actual thing. Actually, we're gonna do something rather silly. We're gonna take that out completely. Oh, and we're gonna keep the bones. We're gonna keep the bones because I don't want to lose that again. And I know we're gonna need that, so I'm just gonna hold on to the bones. And let me see if I need anything else. I already got the ribs. That's the main thing. Well, we'll worry about the noodle because he's supposed to be a noodle boy. So we're gonna go back up to Technic. And he's gonna have the... We're gonna need to get the axle, the very long one this time. We're gonna have to get the long one. We're gonna get this because we're gonna need it for the torso. Evidently. We will need it. And... what else? Come on. I know it's here. I know it's here. I can smell it. Oh, wait a minute. I passed it. Like a fool! I passed it like a fool. I am a fool. I like realizing what his boss did to him all these years and turning against him. Yeah, basically. That would be nice to see. You know, like what play did Voparak had, because even like once the Shadowed One like made it to Spherus Magna after like what happened with everyone basically being evacuated out of the Great Spirit Robot. We don't really see much of anything. We really don't. Which is weird. Because you would think, okay, he's now he now escaped the Great Spirit Robot. He's doing his thing, you know, like he typically does because, you know, he's the Shadow One. He needs to rule. But, like, does he do a partnership with the Bone Hunters? Did they disband the Bone Hunters? You know, there's a lot of questions that needed to be asked, but that we didn't really get much answers for. That I wish we did. Because it would be cool to see. Like, how that would be. How would that play out? I want to see that. And I think that would have been really cool to see. But will we ever see it? Probably not. I'm pretty sure someone out there has tried to expand the story in Spherus Magna ever since, like, Tahu literally wiped out every single Rakshi and got, like, basically all their powers. And then, like, Volika doing his thing, blaming, and then having the blame be on Oh man, what's his name? What's the Lesovic? Yeah, having his blame put on Lesovic, having the blame be put on Lesovic, and Lesovic having to deal with the fact that, oh, wait, no, that's not right, but like still like being like, oh, I guess I'm not true hero, you know, having that self-doubt. You know, it's worse enough that this person is trying to redeem himself as a Toa, and then being accused immediately for like straight up murder. You know, it's a good like detective story. It really is a really nice detective story that I wish we'd get to see more of, that we never will because reasons. Link says, man, who knew making top hats were so hard? I say I make a mediocre attempt at a top hat. Hey, listen, it is the execution that counts. You know, it's the journey, not the destination. In my humble opinion, in my very biased opinion. All right, Control C, Control V, boom. No, that's not what I want. I want it there. There we go. And then we will have this in gunmetal, because it would have to be in gunmetal, this part, which raises the value a lot for that. Immediately, if this were a set, people will go immediately for those gunmetal connectors. If that was a set, if this would end up being a set, people will go crazy for that, just for the gunmetal. And then now we can just plop this right there. Oh yeah, that's coming together already. That is coming together already. However, it's gappy. It's gappy over here. We'll fix that. Fix that. And that's easy to fix, actually. That is actually very easy to fix. And I know just how to fix it. I know exactly how to fix it. But I like how it's coming along so far. Yeah, ribs. It's not a skelly snake boy without ribs. Now we're gonna need to make the pelvis area. And I need to figure out how to do that. Especially connecting this, because this is all floating right now. It's not stable. So we're gonna fix that as I try to solve the Da Vinci Code that is this thing. Because it's gonna need to use, let me just look up Bionicle. There we go. We're gonna introduce an old part, because they did it with Kopaka in 2015, so I mean they might do the same here, right? And if you guys have a problem with that, let me know. Of me using this. If this is a problem for you, then I will switch it out for something else. Just let me know. I'll look for another alternative in the meantime. Yeah, if that bothers you. Oh yeah. Let me go back to Technic. Oh, Link says maybe we could pull a Doom Eternal and make the Snake Beast the only lady. Whiplash from Eternal is the only female demon. That's the joke. Oh, you know what? We definitely could. We can make it I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. I am smart. I am so smart. Hold on. Hold my Kopaka. Hold my cold one. I got an idea. I got a bloody good idea. I just had to find it. I just had to find it. I'll grab this. I'll grab this just in case if I can't find the other part. But I hope I find the other part because that would be nice too. Alright, I can't find it. I can't find it. Alright, so we're gonna delete that. And then boom, and then we are gonna switch it up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, that has to go back. That has to go back. Because I need it for stability reasons. It needs to be stable. But actually, does it have to be that stable? Where's the other one? Oh, there's the part that I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. It should be fine. It should be fine. Hey, get in there. Get in there. There we go. Good girl. You are black now. And you go away. And then you go there. And then that is also black. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got that built. And we're gonna change this. And Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Thank you. There we go. That's better. And there we go. We got that part of the torso done. And now we go ahead and fill up some gaps as we build a body. And then this piece, we're going to use it for something. Link says, "Do you say the most random things sometimes? Do you know that?" And it says, "Why just one female villain?" You know, we can have more females in this team lineup. I'm pretty sure we can. It is in the realm of possibilities. And I do say a lot of random things, but I say it purposefully because I know you guys like when I say random things. You know, that's where all the good engagement comes in, you know. That's where all the positivity comes from. And it's probably my sporadic ADHD behavior that compels you guys to watch these videos, so. So let's see here. We got these sockets. Okay, we got that there. We got that there. There we go. And now she will be able to do the curves because she'll be a noodle, and noodles are good. Noodles are very good. Now we have an option. We can use more technic. Why perchance do you not like going in there? Well, you had to go in there. It's your job. Is this modeled incorrectly? Do I have to flip it 180 for you just to connect? Oh, so you don't connect that way, but if I flip you around the other way, will you connect? You still will not connect. Why? I don't understand. Okay, if I shove you in here, will you fit? Oh, so you will not fit. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely perfectly fine. Why wouldn't you fit? It's not like you're just. Oh, now you fit. Okay. I see how it is. And all right. Let me skip this real quick. Oh god, I'm frozen. Okay, I'm unfrozen. Oh god, that was terrifying. Now we have an option. We can use Borak eyes for over here, because Lego really like using Borak eyes to fill up gaps. Or we do something with some CCBS. Studs or CCBS? Wait, Borak eyes or CCBS? I'm gonna try, hold on, what? Because it needs to taper the neck. Yeah, the neck starts off wide and then it fins in. Wait a minute, what if we just use a windshield piece from a car? What if we used a windshield piece? I need to find it though. Because it might work. It might work for this character. Because it does have the red all throughout the innards of the build, so it might work. I just had to find it. It should be in the vehicle section, if anything. You Draw Micro says, funny idea. Imagine a scorpion monster lady having the hots for Jito Pohatu to being all gruff and serious. Oh man, that will creep out Pohatu even more, and I love that idea. I like that idea a lot. CPS maybe replace one of the red axles in the neck with a 4 long one and add balls to each end, and then add the shortest. Well, some others. If it doesn't work, it's not my fault. I kept it short because I want to keep the neck articulated. So it will have some articulation on the base of the neck, and then I can use a CCUS bone with a shell and stick it at the top, and then the neck on top of that. And that should add a decent amount of layering for the neck. I already got that plan. It's just having it taper. That's the main thing. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do the tapering part first. Let me go ahead and get those pieces on the go for you guys, so you can see my vision, my plan. So we will grab this, and then we will grab this, And then that is there, and that will be red. And that... Actually, would it be red or would it be trans orange? We're gonna have it be trans orange. I think trans orange will be better, and then we can have the gunmetal right there, and then we'll have the red part like right here. A red and then red. And that will be red, and that will be red. There we go. And then that will tilt forward a little bit. And then it's too many of these too close together. I don't like that. I'm gonna change that. That's gonna go now. That's gonna disappear into the ether, and it will never be seen again. And what's this piece? Whoa, that is that's a big, that's a sword. That's a sword. A big sword. I like big sword. Big sword, very nice. Adding that to my own G3 idea steals your ideas. Go ahead, it's free real estate. Okay. And oh, I just used this. I just used this. Like Liwa. Literally do a Liwa. That's all I had to do is just do a Liwa. It's so simple now. The answer was just right in front of me. Just do a Liwa. Everything will go fine. Just do a Liwa. Who would have figured doing a Liwa? Wait, let's do the Liwa. Let's do the LJ Johnson. G2 edition. The master of jungle. That can also control air. Was that ever specified why Liwa can control air and jungle? Was that supposed to be a more of an homage thing? Or is there like, is Liwa more powerful than we think he is, and he just doesn't realize it, which is why he gets pwned super easily by Skull Slicer? Or am I thinking too heavily about this, guys? Link says that's from the Crystal Wave of Ninjago. I figured. Bionic says, hello there, fellow biotubers, biobuilders. Hello. Project Hero says, I'm honestly using Studio 2. Hey! Studio is a good tool to use. It really is. It really is a nice tool to use. Oh, come on. Come on, you can work with me. Wait a minute. 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 We're not using this. We're not using this. I have a better idea. Hold on. Oh, come on. Because we're gonna need to make the Cobra cape. Because she has a Cobra cape. So we're gonna have to recreate that. And I know just how to recreate that. Legally in stud.io. Supposedly, theoretically, if I can have the system not lag on me, that would be very nice. Link says, what's your power? Jungle. Wrong. Wrong again. Jungle. Wrong. 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 Air. You're a Toa of air. I love that. I love that. Oh. But yeah, that always baffled me. That always baffled me. All right. And we are gonna tilt this like that. That actually looks good. I like that angle. I like that angle a lot. And we're gonna go ahead and get that. Shove it in there. And paint that red. And the canopy is actually gonna be black. We're gonna have to make her her Cobra cape black. Black as the night. And it has holes in it too, so it's gonna be a very holy cape. So that's gonna be interesting to try to recreate that part. That detailing, rather. Okay, and we're gonna have that be painted also in black. And then oh, I painted that in black in accident. I meant to just grab you. There, oh, that's better. Actually, that needs to be in gunmetal as well. That needs to be in gunmetal. Actually, no, that could be red. That actually could be red. Yeah, that has to be red. That works. Oh, that works so well. Okay. Now we just need to multi-select. Somehow. And Udron Micro says the protector should have had more personality. Imagine Normato full-on bearing Tahu for being impulsive, Korgot treating Anua like a son, or Verzuna trying to get Liwa to act more serious. You know what? That would be nice. That would be nice. To have more distinction between each of the protectors. This is on it. Says, yo, how you, my man? I am doing pretty good. How about yourself, you wonderful human being? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So let's sneak. There we go. Select it. Control C. Copy mirror. Now this will go either very well or very poorly. Come on. Oh no. Oh, it did the thing. It did the thing. Okay. Perfect. Exactly how I planned it to go. And then we get custom parts. We're gonna have to go into the custom parts because I think a G2 head might be in there. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, that's Technic. We don't want that. Is there G2 heads? Please tell me there's G2 heads. If there is not, I will be sad. Okay, let me look up G2. Nothing comes up. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? Why would it? It's not like I need it or anything. Oh, they got all the G2 mask and stuff in here. Oh, I see, but not the head. That's kind of like the most important thing to have is the head. Shaking my head. What a weird sentence. Okay, this custom parts is just gonna give me a hard time, so I'm not even gonna be bothering with that. Come on. Come on, Stud.io. Work with me. You can do this. I believe in you. Okay, let's just go back to main. Udron says, imagine. Oh, open widget. There we go. Hold on, guys. Let me go ahead and check on this. 48 FPS right now. It's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. I don't know why it's having difficulty to stream right now. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Hold on, guys. Okay, let me see here. Okay, I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it now. There we go. Link says, I look at this concept art and think to myself, imagine what we could have had. I know. It's so good. And I am honestly sad that we have not been able to experience such gloriousness properly. It's sad. It really is sad. Okay, there we go. So, I think... Oh, that's a big sword. I just saw it looming in the distance. Oh my god. Actually, I got an idea. Something that I used to do that we can do again. Let me see if I can find it in Technic. Because I'm gonna give this guy shoulder pads. This lady shoulder pads. I said guy. I know. I'm sorry. Forgive me. There we go. And then that is gonna be gunmetal. And same with, no, I don't want that black. I want that gunmetal. There we go. And we are clearing that. And we're gonna detail the torso even more. You think, wait, Trib, what else can you do? You already done so much. Well, my fellow compatriot, what if I told you that there's just another way to make things a little bit more better? I know, you're probably thinking, but Trip, that's impossible. How can you make something better? It's already close to perfect, and you don't understand. It can be better. You will be better. It should be better. And I am going to do that right now with a little thing that I call shoulder pauldrons. And I think that's in. I can push it in further if I need to. No, stop. Stop. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I can push that in more. I just didn't want to push it in all the way because I wasn't so sure. There we go. No. There we go. And then... No. No, I don't want that. No. No, no, no. Up. Up. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do the hide tool. You are going away. And now I move you. Oh, God. Oh, that's too much. There we go. Show all. You know what? That's good enough. That's good enough. Does it have to be perfect? No. Is it good enough? Absolutely. And then now we get some arms on the go. Because it needs to be a skelly, you know? It needs to be a skelly. Can't be a skelly without a couple of arms. And I'm going to build the arms separately so I don't have to worry about it being on the actual figure until I have it completely done. I'm gonna do it with gray, just the gray with the arms, because the arms are very much gray, weirdly enough, in this artwork. Actually, she doesn't have the same shoulder pads as Kolta, weirdly enough. It's kind of hard to make out what type of arms she has, because the arms are actually pretty thick. As a matter of fact, there's hardly anything skeletal about this, because her name is Soul Grinder, which sounds like a very metal band name. Oh, I didn't save this thing. I should probably do that. Let me save this. I'm an hour in, and I did not save. You see, that's how you know I'm smart. There we go. She is saved. Crisis averted. Actually, I don't like how that's there, so I'm just gonna copy and paste. That looks better. That looks better. That doesn't bother me as much anymore. That looks so much better. Oh, that looks exactly how I want it to. And I'm gonna do something real quick with the arms over here. And Link says, not only am I making a Hero Factory thing, I'm also planning on booking G3. Planning Bionicle G3. Please help. I need to stop making a project before finishing old ones. Well, what projects are you currently working on? That is something that I would like to know. But before we get to that, how about we have a word from our sponsor? All right, if you didn't get a mid-roll, now you will. With Ascending Depths. Ascending Depths is a new toy line that is in the works, utilizing construction or biddable action figures. Constructible action figures, rather. Hence the name Construction. In Ascending Depths, you will get to experience new sets, new parts, and especially new elements and new colors that you probably have not seen before. If you want to go ahead and get your hands on any transparent brain stocks in trans pink or trans yellow, you can find that over on ascendingdepths.etsy.com. We also have a whole bunch of artwork and other neat things coming out in the future. So again, if you are interested in any type of products or figures, be sure to go ahead and check out ascendingdepths.etsy.com. Now that is it for now, and now back to the show. Woo! Okay, so let me actually, you know what? I don't like that. The torso can't be too wide. And Angel says, hi! Hello, welcome to the show where I am making a sneaky boy. And in order to do that, I have a few ideas in mind, such as this piece that we might use, or this. Oh, that's a good piece. I have different shoulder ideas in mind, though we're gonna probably utilize this a lot too. I'll be honest, we'll probably be using that a lot for this particular character. And where's the shoulder pads from Generation 2? Oh, they should be here. They should be here, theoretically. I'm gonna get this arm. And I'm gonna get a stubby arm. So slightly long and then stubby due to the nature of this. And this is going. Oh, that's going to be in gray, and that is going to be in black because it's very much darker, the body. And this definitely uses this piece on the arm like this, and that is going to be in gunmetal. And then actually, hold on. Or this is in gunmetal. Yeah, the whole thing has to be in gunmetal. Yeah, the whole thing has to be in gunmetal. And then if I'm looking at this artwork right, this is obscured, which means it's more shadowy. So what that could mean is that this is in here. And it's going to be a trans black. If I can find a trans black. Yeah, either that or the spiky creature element piece. You know what? Maybe the energy piece, from 2016 with the elemental beasts. Maybe I can use that part. Because this is weird. This is cool but weird at the same time. With how the construction is with this particular character. And I'm surprised at Stud.io, even in my custom parts list, I'm not finding anything. And Link says, you thought about what mask you're gonna use for her? She has a weird mask. I'm gonna have to probably use the invasion from below heads. I'm afraid I might have to use that because her head is very weird and very strange. Yeah, it wouldn't be in custom parts. It wouldn't be in custom parts. So let me go to main again. And get that loaded up. There we go. And we're gonna have to get some barbs for the arms, and they're also gonna be in black. She has black barbs. In the arms that we're going to be utilizing. And there's this one particular barb piece that I want to go ahead and use, and then a really long one in the front. I'm just going to wait for this PC too. Yeah, it's cooking right now. Damn, it's cooking right now. Yeah, I could use a Skull Warrior mask. I do not have a Skull Warrior mask on me right now, which sucks because I don't have Skull Warrior's mask in here at all. In any of the parts packs I have, I do not have a Skull Warrior mask. It's very weird that I do not have one. Like, at all. And that will be in black. And then she has 3-fingered clawed hands. So I need to make fingers. I could just make Hydraxon's fingers. I'm just gonna do that. I think that will be better. And her hand is gonna have to be in gray. Yeah, that works. That works. Gray looks good. And then I need to get a bar. And let's see what we got here for finger attachments. We got this piece, which will be handy. Put that there and then put that on the other side. Gonna make a very weird looking hand. Oh, speaking about bar pieces. Actually, no. We're gonna use Skull Grinder's horn piece. Obviously, we had to use Skull Grinder's horn piece. There we go. So that's there. And she needs to hold stuff, so she's gonna have a pneumatic part, so it would fall under Technic, actually. It would fall under Technic. Technic covers a lot of stuff. You'll be surprised how much Technic is involved in just a regular Lego set. You'll be surprised. You'll be very surprised. And we're gonna use this. That way she can still grab stuff with the base of her hand. And we're gonna go ahead and get the thing for her to grab stuff with her fingers. Because that will be handy. Be able to grab things with her fingers. If I can find it, it should be somewhere in here. Nope, I passed it. Somehow, I have passed it. There is a Technic connection tied to it. It was in the Raka Stealth mech in Invasion from Below. And that's the part that they use for the hands. But they also use it in a few Technic sets with pneumatic tubing and all that other sort of stuff. I'm just gonna have to look at for it the manual way, which is this way. But yeah, I don't even have Skull Slicer's mask. I do not have Skull Slicer's mask. If there is a parts pack that you guys know of that I can use, just let me know. Because I could use those parts packs. If they have more G2 parts. Because I could use that. I could use that to great extent. She has a staff. She has a long, like, staff. Yeah. And her name is Soul Grinder. It's a really cool piece of concept art. Oh, there it is. I found that's the one. It's like this. It's like this part, but it's a little bit different. At least I found the one. Just need to find the other. Should be in here, theoretically. No, it wouldn't be in the projectile. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get the projectile weapon. Like this part, I'm gonna get this. And I'm gonna make that trans orange and then that black in the middle. I have an idea with that part. I have a really good idea with this part. For the staff weapon. Got a good idea for that. I mean, a really okay. Brick modified. Let's look at the modified. See if it's in modified. If it's not, no, it is not in modified. Where is that part? Wait, there's G2 and G1 masks, but no skull spider? Yeah, it's weird, ain't it? Maybe her staff could work like lockdown spark extractor, like she would plunge it into Toe's chest and rip out whatever they have in there. That's a good idea. I like that. I'm down with that. I am very much down with that. Okay. Wait, I think I might have passed it. I think it might be in here. No, I was seeing things. I was definitely seeing things. Wow, where is it? I know I had it before. I'm gonna have to look up the part number again. I'm gonna have to look up the part number. Okay, I'm gonna download the image so I don't lose it. And I'm gonna look up Lego Hero Factory. Rocka Stealth Machine. There we are. And Bricklink. Because I know it uses that part. Don't say that it can't be reached. I know it can be reached. 77 parts. 2 minifigs. Okay, part number. I need it. What's the... Okay, 99021. 99021. Oh. 21. You see? I knew it existed. It only took me, like, a long time to find it. But I did find it. There we go. And... we're gonna change that to black. This is also gonna be black, and that is also gonna be black. And if that is too weird, then oh well. Come on. Come on, computer, work with me. Work with me. Like, it would have all these gears and stuff that would grind towards inside. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be very cool. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Okay. Clip. And we're gonna get short ones over here because of the nature of that. And of and then we're gonna have there we go. Oh, this is what we need. This is exactly what we need, actually. Yeah. So. Actually, no, that looks weird. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna change that to the robot arm. Okay. Arm should be here. Should be in, because it's classified under an arm. It very much is. There we go. I found it. I knew it. Oh, that's actually a cool. We're using this. We're using this one. This is a superior. Oh, that is. Oh, that's better. Oh, that is so much better. Yeah, get these lame fingers out. There we go. And then fingers will be black because it has to be. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. And Control C, Control V. And then that will be trans orange. Control V, Control V. Boom. Boom. There we go. That is a hand if I ever saw one. Okay, so we're gonna rotate these fingers a little bit, make them look more natural. So they're gonna have to look a little bit more natural. Especially with 3-fingered hands like these. And then we there we go. So that's an arm right there. I'm not so sure how I feel about that shell in particular. I could change it out a bit. I think I should. Just for temporarily. I think I should change that shell for something else a little bit better. Oh! Oh! I am dumb. I realized what I can do for that. For this part. I just realized I am big dummy. Oh, come on. I am the big dummy. All right. We are gonna go ahead and have a brief word with our sponsor, fellow compatriots. So, let's get right on that, shall we? Hello and welcome to Ascending Depths. So Ascending Depths is going to be this buildable figure toy line that I am in the works on. It's going to have an entire narrative, story, and more. It's going to be coming out in the year of 2024, next year. So you'll be able to see a whole bunch of figures, artwork, and so forth, including sets. I'm going to be making these buildable action figures with a new building system called Tribs, the Tailored Reconstructible Intuitive Building System, if you want to go ahead and check that out, or some of my other works, which is available for purchase right now, including a trans pink and trans yellow Metro Brainstock with more colors along the way. Then I highly recommend you check that out. But that is about it from our sponsor, and back to the show. That is ascendingdevs.etsy.com. Thank you. Woo! Now, let's see here. Oh, all right, you go get your sleep. I am gonna wrap it up here in a little bit. Links. So, yeah, have a good night. Rest well, and I will see you again very soon. Cheers. Bye. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. I can do this. I can do this. Come on, computer. Oh, it is not liking me. Okay, we're gonna have to wrap this up quick, fellow compatriots, because the computer is no liking me right now, especially stud.io. Apparently, I have been building for way too long and streaming at the same time. Because we have already reached the 2-hour mark of this show, so I am just gonna go ahead and put these arms on, and I'm going to be ending the stream, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask. But that is all I'm going to be doing for now, is just putting these arms on, if I am able to. I just had to give it time to process, because my PC is literally on fire right now, and I'm not so sure how well this audio is sounding, especially because I am experiencing a lot of latency. At least on my end. I'm not so sure how it's looking on stream, but you probably are also seeing how choppy it is on stream. Okay, it should be here to... Oh, I went too far down. I went too far down. That is on me. Yeah, I'm into electronics. That is not where I want to go. I want to go anywhere but the electronics right now. Oh, come on, PC. You could do it. You could do it. I believe in you. We just need to change the arms. That's all we need to do. There we go. So we're gonna get this off, and we're gonna see how it looks like with... And get that there, and then we get this. And then add that, and that can be gunmetal. That actually looks pretty good and fairly accurate for what we're going for here. I kind of like that better. It's more well built. I'm gonna bend this arm a little bit, just to be. That is not what I want. I wanted to. What? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to create that into a submodel. Come on, you can create a submodel. Oh my goodness, I can't even. Oh, there we go. Form. There we go. And then we're gonna that. And we're gonna rotate this way and rotate down and maybe give it a little bit of a twist so that it can be a little bit more natural as we move that part down and lower that part down. And then we do a Control-C and copy and mirror. We got that, and that looks decent. That actually looks decent. About time. Okay, I am deleting that, and I'm gonna end the stream here before my computer yells at me. So, if you like this video, why not leave a like, and if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. But anyways, that is all for now. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.